ActiveCampaign Conditional Redirect. In this video, we're going to cover how to do a conditional redirect based on a drop-down selection in your ActiveCampaign native form. Now, there's two scenarios to be aware of. One is when your drop-down selection has one-word selections or multiple word selections. The one-word option's pretty darn straightforward. The multiple, not so. And the multiple is probably the one you're going to run into. Now I've got a link there that goes to some code that I'm going to share momentarily that'll help that. But we're going to cover both of those scenarios. However, if you're already using Gravity forms on your site, they have a built-in solution. They can do conditional redirects based on form fields. So I would encourage you to use that. Otherwise, let's dive right in. Now, this isn't the first time this question's been asked. Here's a response for ActiveCampaign that shows you exactly how to do it. And this is what we're going to do. And if you notice the red lines, they point to the redirect page, which is a drop down, and then on submit, you want to send them to somewhere. Notice there's a custom field inside the URL that you're sending to. And then this goes on to give more details about this thing, how to do this and different options. But let's go ahead and show you exactly what to do. So to start with, the biggie is we're going to have a form that has a drop down with multiple options, and based on their answer we want to redirect to a specific page. So I'm going to go ahead and go to form. Actually, I want to go to list first and create the custom field that we're going to use. And I could do it here, but I want it to be generic for everyone. So let's go to manage field, and I am going to add a new field. It's going to be called level, and we want to make it a drop down. And I'm going to have 4 different options. I'm going to have first, and notice this is a one-word option. This one's easy peasy. Second, third, and then finally the best. And this is a 2-word option. I'm going to go ahead and add that, and now I want to use that when I create a form. Importantly, I want to make sure that I send them to a URL depending on their answer. Now I am going to make sure we don't have to do opt-in confirmation, and I want to send them to this page here, or this site here. And what I've done is I've created, there's the first page, there's the second page, etc. So let me just copy that URL as is, go back to here. I'm going to paste that in. Now I want to replace the second with the appropriate code so that I can have that replaced. So let's do that. And I'm going to cheat and go back here without you seeing anything. Here I am managing the fields again. Really what I want to do is I want to get this. So it's % level %. Now back to the form where it says second, I'm going to do % level %. And it's got a perfect. So it's going to put me on a list, no confirmation. It's going to redirect me, and it's going to populate % level % with whatever I've selected. So let's go ahead and integrate that. And for testing purposes, let's just do it right here and make sure it goes to the right place. There, so it went to the first. Let's try that again. We know it's going to work on second and third, so let's be sure. And then I want to try the last one, which is the best. So there, it went to the right place. And for the best. Now that worked properly. But let's say I've got a different answer and I want to go to a page that isn't named exactly. Now this I don't really like. It's got that %20 in there. And yes, it did work, but what if I have it want to go to a page that's not represented on my dropdown? So more realistic would be something like this. So I'm going to modify my dropdown menu. And instead of first, I'm going to say gold, silver, and bronze, and I'll leave the best there, but I want the gold to go to the first page. I'm going to go ahead and save that. Now I'm going to have a little problem this time. I'm going to refresh this. And I'm going to go to gold. But really I want it to go to the first page because this one doesn't exist. Oops. So now this is where I have to get a little bit tricky. So if what I showed you already works, great, you're done. If you want something a little more advanced, here's what you need to do. So instead of, let's go back and edit this. I want to do something like this. Now I need to create a script on my site that will handle this. So as an example, I've created this script right here, and I'm going to paste this into my site and make the appropriate modifications. So I've copied that. I've created a file in a directory called redirect on my site. It's index.php. There it is right there. Now this time, if somebody goes to gold, I want them to go to my site. And similarly for the other pages. And this doesn't mean I have to redirect them to my site. I can redirect them wherever I want. And this will be silver. And this will be, sorry, that's going to be bronze over here. And this will be third. And I do need to handle the best. And you know what? We're going to start with the best and change this to the best. This may or may not work because of that. Now, one thing I need to do is I need to lowercase this. So string to lower, and I will update that other code to reflect that. And this time, I want to go to, it's the redirect directory. And I want to do q equals redirect. So this is what it looks like. I'm just going to paste it. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to put it at the end so you can see what it looks like. Whoops, that's not it. Let's copy that. And let me just paste it there just to show you. So it's the redirect directory, $Q, because that's what I'm sending over. And it's going to be this right here. Sorry, we're not gonna, let me get rid of that. Oh, that's not right. So good thing I did that, because what I want to do is this. There. So that's the appropriate code. Now this is where you install the script on your site, and then we put the Q equals %level in this case. So I'm going to get rid of that, save that, and make sure this is right. Go to the front, go to the back, looks good. Now I'm going to go ahead and save this. Now from your perspective it should look the same, but you know what I'm going to do, let's send gold to just the home page. Let's change that a little bit so you can see that it's actually working. And I'm going to go here, copy that, go to here. Now this time when I select gold, I'm going to go to the home page. Yep, there it did. So that's how that works. Now the one that might be a little bit tricky is the best, because I don't know how that white space is going to get handled. All right, it worked. So this code here with a little bit of modification in just a second is what you want to use for the more complex version. So that's how you do a conditional redirect with ActiveCampaign.